All right, today was a stressful day, man. We didn't really get any price action, but chop during PM session. Asia and London session were pretty good, but nothing for New York session until the PM session. But I will be showing y'all me live trading at the end of this video, so y'all stay tuned to watch me how I execute this trade. But I do want to take a few minutes to go over this trade itself and how we ended up catching it and stuff like that. First off, boom. When we first opened last night, because today is Monday. So yesterday's price action was on Sunday. I mean, the market opened yesterday, last night on Sunday, and what did we do? We gapped up, right? So when we gap up like that, more than likely we're going to come to fill that gap. You know what I'm saying? And that is what New York ended up doing. I mean, not New York. This is what Nasdaq ended up doing. ES here. ES didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? ES actually stayed above this gap. You feel me? But NASDAQ ended up taking out this gap. So keep in mind that. Now, the reason I say keep in mind that is because if ES hasn't done something or hasn't filled the area or hasn't taken an area that's very important, like that type of liquidity, that's going to be our draw of liquidity for both of our areas. And the same thing for NQ. If NQ hasn't taken something that ES has, that's going to be our more than likely going to be our draw of liquidity there, right? So me knowing that, I was looking for sales today because I wanted to see us push up. I want to see us sweep those lows and push up higher. You feel me? So, I think I took a trade. I took a trade last night. I don't know if I have this screenshot. Did I take a screenshot of that? Yeah, I took a screenshot of it. I put it up on the screen. If I do have it, if I don't, then I don't remember I took one. Ended up catching a little bit of buys. It was a nice little, made like a cool cool $400 last night. This morning made five. So, boom, that happened. And then New York session, what do we start to do? We start to range, right? So during New York session, I see that we're not really doing anything but going up and down. You know what I'm saying? If I keep looking over to my left over, my laptop is right here. So I'm trying to make sure it's not lagging. But yeah, so we ended up starting to range and stuff like that. And just not going anywhere, right? I'm like, okay, so where are we going for the market? So of course, what I do is market our highs and our lows. We make a high over here. We end up taking this low right here, and then we proceeded to push down and come taking this low. This could have been a trade in itself when we swept this liquidity up here, and we could, because I'm pretty sure we had an SMT. Nah, I don't know. I'm not gonna dig too deep in that, but yeah, we could have came through, and when we came back right here, we could have took a sell trade, something like this. Could have got in like something like this. Sales aiming for these lows right here. Stops above these lows. Something like that. And this could have been a trade right here in itself. Would have made 1,400. Let's say I want to risk 300, something like that. Let's say 450, something like that. Oh, all right, like that. We could have had a trade, something like that. If I wanted to take this trade. But I didn't take that trade. I wanted because we was chopping and how price action was moving. One candle a move in the same direction, up and down. Like it moved 10 points up and then 10 points down. So when I see that type of stuff, no trading for me. But I do see that we are having selling pressure, right? So I want to see us continue down lower. Perfect. Right? Mark out these highs and the lows. Now, usually I tell y'all boys, okay, if we're ranging like this, you want to find the area that we're going to manipulate into and then us to push back up, right? Boom. Today was kind of different because like I said, we were chopping and we had a full-blown draw of liquidity. That shows you that every strategy that people talk about is not 100% correct. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes your strategy that you have set out does not work. But I knew that for today. And that's why I stuck with the continuation, right? So first off, you could say this was our manipulation leg, like right here when we swept these highs over here. But we still have more highs like over here that I like to see in order for this to be a real live power of three move. But you can say this was our manipulation leg because we go to like the 15 or the 30 minute, you can see this is a sweep of liquidity. You know what I'm saying? So you can say that's our sweep of liquidity. Or you can say You could say this is our sweep of liquidity over here. This is our sweep of liquidity, and that's where we proceeded. You know what I'm saying? Like you can say you can say we had liquidity over here, and this was the sweep of it after we chopped. But okay, I'm just gonna say this is a continuation, right? I usually like to see a manipulation, and yeah, I say this is our manipulation leg, right? Boom, we sweep. My homeboy was in for buys right here. Buys would have been a nice trade, but this candle in 3 minutes, we just flatten out straight to the lows. Okay, now, what does this tell me? This tells me that there is a lot of selling pressure in the market, and sellers are winning. And like I tell my students, if sellers are winning or buyers are winning, you're just looking to get in where you fit in. Okay, and that is what I did. Now that I have my bias, I have my confluences and stuff like that, everything set up. Now I'm just looking for a sell trade, and it doesn't have to be overcomplicated. You know what I'm saying? This sell trade, as y'all can see, lined up with OTE of this range, right? After we tapped into OTE, we came into the OTE of this range. What did we proceed to do? Push down lower. That gives me enough. That gives me enough confirmation that I already see that we have a lot of selling pressure. But after we get to the OTE of that range, optimal entry, when we get there, I see that we still have some selling pressure that we want to take out. That tells me that okay, we might be able to push down lower, right? And that is what we proceed to do. I actually was initially aiming for these lows, and I think my stop was like at these highs up here. As you can see, we would have got stopped out if we would have kept that. So I'm glad I ended up getting out early, but it did end up out there would have wicked us out. It ran down the full TP right after that. You feel me? So yeah, man, that is the trade for today. I'm going to show y'all boys the live trading session, but yeah, if y'all want to learn from me personally, join down in the description, sign up. Catch y'all boys in another video. Peace out. All right, I've been waiting to trade all day. We just have not been getting any setups today. Market's been choppy. We just had this huge push to the downside. Huge push to the downside. So I'm just getting in. This OT of this range. I respected this area over here. Respected this high. Expecting us to keep pushing down lower now. So all I really want to see is a push down lower for lower prices. We could just get that push down like that. I'll be Gucci. Take that. That's the push we want to get. If we could close below this low, 3 seconds, it's a nice candle closure. Perfect. Close below that low as well. We could just keep on getting selling pressure through these lows. I can move my stop to break even. Yeah, man, I go cop. Like I said, came up at these highs, and we ended up taking out these lows right here. Took these lows out pretty strongly. So we had a little hammer candle right here, rejection. So I got in after that hammer candle. Right now, see what the 5 minute doing. We have resistance at this area, but eventually we should get the selling pressure that we need to push us down. Just a little retracement right here. Just a little retracement. Reason I did go with this trade too though as well is one thing I've noticed. If you can see over here on the right side, this is for the YouTube and TikTok, but YouTube mainly. If you see over here that we're down, like we're red all the day, my idea is for us to get in for sales, right? I'm expecting us to go lower, right? Because we're already low. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Have we taken previous day low? We've taken previous day low. That's actually where I got my TP at. Previous day low. If If we keep rejecting at this area though, if we don't get selling pressure or this candle close, it start creeping back up. I might close position. We just make a quick little sniper trade. But if we get selling pressure that's pushing us down heavy, like I want to see us run through this area again. If we can get that, then I hold this trade. But if we don't get strong selling pressure through that area, that low again, I might have to cut this trade short early. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That right there. Come on, keep us pushing down. Keep going down. Keep going down. Yep, keep giving me top. I mean, let me chill. Come on, there we go. That's the selling pressure we want. We want to see us keep proceeding to go down lower. That's what we want to see. We want to see us keep pushing down lower. But there we go. Break this low. Candle closure. Come on, 20 seconds. Give me another big drop. Another. There you go. Yup, that's what I'm talking about. There we go. NQ. There we go, man. Yeah. Come on, keep on running down. We're going to get out for 500. You take that 545. Take that. We'll watch and see if it'll play out to the, keep going down. We'll let this play out. But we'll take that 500 for today. You know what I'm saying? That's how much niggas be making in a week. So, hey, I'll take that. You feel me? That's how much I was making in a week at my job, cuz. No doubt. So, we'll take that. We'll let it run out. Let's see if it play out like we want it to. Let me make sure it's still recording.
Hey, is this item on sale?
Yeah, like I was saying, while we waiting here, if I haven't already for the YouTube, how much time we got on this? I've been recording for 5 minutes. If I haven't already, I explain. Today we ain't do nothing but chop, really. You know what I'm saying? We ain't do nothing but chop. So, seeing that we chopped all day today, I really didn't know which direction we wanted to go in. But if we look over to our left, as we can see, was pushing down lower, was presenting out, lows and stuff like that. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. You get what I'm saying? That's telling me that that's bearish price action, right? You know what I'm saying? Typical bearish price action. That tells me that. But I didn't take a trade today because of the fact that I did take a trade. I made 400 today, and that was a $500 trade, so I'm up 900 for today. I'm up 900 for today, right? So, and the reason I didn't trade today is because of the fact of how choppy we were. As you can see, this is choppy. This is the only decent price action that we have had all day today. You know what I'm saying? Only decent price action that we have had all day. And it's crazy to me being patient and waiting for your trade setup shows you that you can actually achieve good trades. You feel me? If I would have went on with a two lot, which I was thinking about doing, but if I would have went on with two contracts, that would have been a $1,000 trade right there. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna complain about the bread we made. Like I said though, we were printing out higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower. You get what I'm trying to say. Printing those out, right? While we printing those out, what had happened? Oh yeah, while we was printing that out, we started to rally back up. I was actually expecting us to continue up for buys. My homeboy is actually very upset right now because he ended up getting in for buys like down here in this area or like right here or something like that. He was rallying up, and then boom, this goes straight down to his TP. He loses $1,000, and look at that rally on down to our stop loss. But yeah though, man, and it's crazy. But once you see that, that's why I don't like to trade like that. I don't, We still in this range, right? I want to see us break this range. I marked out these highs and these lows, of course, because we're in the range. So we're still in this range. I'm not going to take a trade while we're in these ranges. What I'm going to do is take a trade when we're outside of these ranges, right? Because when we're in these ranges, we can go any which way. Now that we're out this range, I see if we would have swept this low, came down, swept this low, and pushed back up higher with strong buying pressure, that would have been different. Which this is what this look. Nah, on the 5 minute, you can see what I mean. Like we didn't come through and sweep this low, right? We come through and sweep this low. We came through, we sold down, and we had some pretty strong counter closure down here. Even with this 5 minute candlestick, this tells us that we still were proceeding and thinking about going down lower. So when we came back up here and took this high out and we started to go down lower like that, that also tells me that we also had some more selling pressure to come in too. We just made an SMT. This SMT might be weak. I don't think we're going to go higher. If we do, we got out for a reason, mate. This is the 1 minute order block, OB. Got an SMT here. SMT. Let's see if this lines up. Let's see if we got any standard deviation with this and can catch another trade. Yeah, we kind of do. We kind of do, but I think we're going to continue to drop. You know what I'm saying? But if we do go up higher, you know what I'm saying? We do proceed to go up higher. We got a 1 minute order block right here. Hold on, make sure y'all can see, because it be lagging sometimes. Yeah, we got a 1 minute order block right here. It lines up with standard deviation. We tapped into these levels. You know what I'm saying? We did come through, sweep this low. After we, so this can be our manipulation leg. And we could proceed to push back up higher. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. We'll just say this is, let's see if we can get a 2-to-1 risk to reward ratio. 2-to-1. Oh, I'm tweaking. 2-to-1 is like something like that. We get like that. We had like a 4-to-1, a 4-0 risk to reward ratio, something like that. But yeah, man. I should have explained this fully in the beginning of this video, so I'm not gonna go too much in depth of this. Yeah. So yeah, that's simple. Nice little trade. God loves y'all boys though. I catch y'all in another video. Peace out.